And welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back from commercial break. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Disqualified. We are here to talk about NXT Stand and Deliver. I am your current reigning, defending NXT Predictions Champion, taking on our main roster, Predictions Champion Trevin, and behind the camera, as always, is our cameraman and producer, Zach, who is also participating tonight.
But it's beltless.
Yes, beltless.
By a fucking thread!
By a thread.
By a lucky, well, my own unluckiness of second guessing myself.
Yes, but
Yeah.
that's not even a spoiler.
No,
Really?
he does it often.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But little update on the board, not giving away who won or lost, but
Yep.
we do have a new person in last place.
Yes, Gordon mathematically is in last place and will continue to be in last place on as long as the three currently present here do not get last place on the Mania card.
Yes. So, I'm going to give you a spoiler for my Mania card. I'm choosing safe picks. Safe picks. I'm going to have to do the most detailed watch ever.
Yeah.
But hey,
Because whoever does get last place mathematically will be the punished on the Mania card because it is that close of a race. Crazy with how you begun the year, Caleb.
yeah.
All because you had to have a big mouth.
Hey, I still don't think there's ever going to be a streak like what I pulled off in the channel's history.
Well, wait, hang on. I actually think if Caleb gets last place...
I think I'm safe still.
Yes. It's either Zach or Gordon getting punished if Caleb gets last place on the Mania card. But still.
Yeah, because I think with how the math averages out, I am safe regardless.
Yeah.
So, hey, my big streak wasn't for nothing. It still got me a safety in punishment, walk away from year 2 without getting punished. Hopefully it's Gordon getting punished again. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. We will not use soft-boiled eggs this time.
We're not going to do the egg throwing thing. We're not going to repeat punishments unless
No.
it's something that people really like.
Yes. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
But speaking of comments, this show.
Yeah, we got comments.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to start with our opening contest on the pre-show. We missed it
Yeah.
because we were getting Wingstop.
Yeah. To be fair,
It was 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was literally I asked, how the frick is a 10-person tag match a 5-minute match?
Yeah.
But big highlights of that match are Eli Knight's name got changed to EK something.
EK Prosper. I love their new way of naming people when they come from the indies. So, Jeff Cobb became JC Mateo.
Yep, it's literally just initialize their indie name, throw on a new last name.
Oh my god. Why can't you just do Prosper Knight, Eli Prosper, EK Prosper? It's gonna grow, I don't mind the Prosper last name. The Prosper surname, I don't mind at all. It's the EK first name. You couldn't come up with a first name?
You could have left Eli.
Maxwell Prosper. I think that works.
But Babyface Hodgepodge.
Alexander Prosper. You're not telling... That sounds decent, at least.
Yeah, but Babyface Hodgepodge is taking on Birthright, and Babyface Hodgepodge wins. And Ren Sinclair got her lick back on Charlie Dempsey is the other highlight.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Jeez. It'll be like 40 minutes. He is roasting us in the group chat.
Yep.
Answer, Alabama. So, we are going on to our first match of the night, which is weird that it's this first match. It is the Women's NXT Triple Threat Championship match. It is JC Jane, the leader of Fatal Influence, your Women's NXT Champion, taking on Kendall Gray and Lola Vice. Now, the reason why this is an interesting change of pace is, why was this your opener and not the co-main event. Don't get me wrong. The co-main event should have main evented. I'm still going to stick with that. Not just because I'm a fan of both of them, but I think it should have main evented just looking at what happened in ring. But
Why did you guys let me change my answer? You should have just said no, and then I would have.
so the thing is, you still could have changed it back, but the fact that we moved on from the match, that locks in our answers.
Yes.
So you can, as we're deliberating, we can change our answers where we go.
But as soon as we move on to the next match on the card, your answer is locked in.
Yeah, and that's definitely come back to bite all of us in the ass.
Yeah.
Because there's even times where I'm like, oh, I made the wrong choice. Like mid-video where I'm like, oh, well, can't go back on that one now.
Yep. So Lola is the first entry, Kendall comes out second, and JC gets a little flashback entrance, and we're like,
oh yeah, she's losing.
she's losing and getting called up.
Yep, so it's looking good for Caleb.
About that. I brought it up in the prediction video, but LFG Season 3 is coming out, and you want to know one of the participants?
Yeah, I fucking know. Let a man dream, okay? They should have unleashed the demon.
I agree, especially because your winner did jack crap in this match.
Jack fucking shit.
This match was carried by JC Jane and Kendall Gray and was put down by your winner of this match after double knockout back fist to the other two participants, Lola Vice.
Kendall Gray gets hit with the rolling encore. Then JC gets hit with the spinning back fist. 1, 2, 3. But let's talk about how we get there. So, the story of this match, surprisingly, was not fatal influence being on the outside.
No.
They played such a minimal part in this match, and so did Ren Sinclair, which was cool. Just give these women the chance to cook. And Kendall Gray and Lola Vice had their singles match first. They took JC out right away.
Mm-hmm.
They have their singles match. They're going back and forth with the catch wrestling.
Yep.
With the grapples and submissions. And then JC Jane comes back in. We get JC versus Lola now. Kendall's taking her break.
Yep. Battle of Strikers.
Yeah, Battle of Strikers. And then we get the best singles match.
Right.
In the thing, it is just straight up Kendall Gray, JC Jane, fucking go at it.
Yep.
And they tear the fucking house down. This is, I shit you not, I think the loudest the crowd gets all night.
Yep.
All night. This was a dead crowd. Someone said, because they were in the audience, they said, I don't know what people are talking about. It's loud here. And we're like, bro, we can't hear shit. We can't hear anything. But the biggest point of contention with this match is the screen went black like for 5% because of wardrobe malfunctions. And that just sucks.
Yeah.
And then of course you got degenerates on Twitter fucking sending that shit around. Get a fucking life. Get a fucking life. But yeah. But Lola Vice does win. Zach would have gotten the point here if he would have stuck with Lola Vice.
Yep.
Just don't let me change when I want to change.
Hey,
Because I always second guess myself.
Hey, you did the same shit to me in that Jackbox game the other day, so I don't care at all. This is payback, motherfucker.
But also,
I would have had that shit on the dot 35%. On the dot.
yes. But also, we all hate this.
Yeah, I just don't like Lola Vice's character. I don't
No.
I don't think
Her character ain't good. She's not that good on mic. She's not that good in ring.
Yeah.
It's like, literally, when in our prediction video, we're like, she's the worst option out of this triple threat.
Mm-hmm. And then I told you,
The only
as
way-
the match is winding down, I said, oh no. They're gearing up for Lola Vice to win. Because Kendall Gray, so the way Fatal Influence gets taken out the match is Kendall Gray is on the apron, and they pull out.
Yep.
No, this was earlier in the match. It's Lola that gets targeted by Fatal Influence. She gets dragged down. Ren Sinclair dives off the top rope, taking out both Fallon and Laney. And then they get up, and then she starts brawling them back 1v2. Ren Sinclair is just a demon this episode of NXT. She's just fucking taking it to everyone, does not care who it is.
Yep. She's on her demon time mark.
Yep, and then Kendall Gray moonsaults from the top rope onto JC and Lola. And then she rolls JC into the ring. I said, oh no. They're gearing up for Lola to win. And that's exactly what happened, because we go into our ending sequence where it is, we got, what happened first? It was submission attempt, rolling encore attempt, submission attempt, pin attempt, rolling encore,
Back fist.
Lola Vice picks up the win.
Yeah. And it's just like, she's also one half of your mixed tag champions over on AAA. So I'm like, great. A champion with divided attention.
Yeah. It's also funny how we see her later on in the night. This is not the last that we see of her. The only thing we see of her is a backstage segment. But she doesn't have her other title with her. So
No.
immediately just forgetting about the other belt.
Yeah.
Great. Love it. Granted, it was one segment, but it's like...
Yes, but this show also establishes new challengers and is basically reworking every division, basically.
Yeah, Kylie Armstrong is getting called up from Evolve, which finally she should have been called up with Kendall Gray.
Yeah.
They both held the belt.
It's basically like, look, this is our big show. We are going to establish what our divisions are going to look like in the new wrestling year.
Oh yeah, they're retooling, respecking. It is that time of year to do that. Also, hate to be that guy. It's that time of year. Budget cuts are coming up.
Yep.
It's coming up. It happens every year post Mania. People get released.
Mania is expensive.
It is expensive, especially next year's Mania, if it even happens, because Crown Jewel or whatever, it's Night of Champions, I think. Something is changing this year. We were supposed to have another Saudi show this year.
Besides Mania.
And because of shit that's going on in the real world, that this is escapism from, so I'm not going to bring it in, but
yes,
that is...
venue got changed.
Venue got changed, so...
TBD on official venue, but they pulled out.
Yeah, so... We don't know how that's going to affect the Saudi deal, but Saudi Mania might not also be happening because of this. But
Current
still a whole year until that time.
Yep, and current top four runners of if the world does get to that stage are either run it in LA or keep the promise we gave to New Orleans and Tadee.
Yeah, I think they should just give it back to New Orleans. But we are going into... Oh, we have to rate this match. Look, just because of the ending,
No.
I'm not going to give it a star lower or anything. It's a 4.5. This was graps.
3.5. Like, if it was just JC and Kendall, 5-star match. But Lola literally dragged the match down.
I don't think she dragged the match down as bad as you're thinking. I just think that the sour taste is in your mouth of, oh, this is who we're building the division around.
But it's also, I mean, we just talked about it. She didn't do much this match.
Yeah, she did.
Like, the highlights were JC and Kendall.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like,
Definitely. And
like, you can, like, I mean, The Miz is a perfect example. You can play a match and your style's safe. You gotta make it a way where it doesn't make you look like the worst person there.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree there. Zach did not catch the card with us, so he will not be rating the matches.
I was out doing stuff.
So, that's our rating for that match. Now, going into our second match, which weird that they put it here and not the opener. I thought this should have been the opener if we're gonna do
or dead center and make it a bathroom break match, because oh boy, it felt like one.
Yes, it is Los Americanos. That is Rayo and Bravo Americano, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Who said that? Taking on the Vanity Project, or taking on Swipe Right, which is representing the Vanity Project, which is represented by Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor. Young Matt Damon. Who said that? Like, bruh, what do they have in the water on the Upper East Coast that makes these people look the fucking same?
I commented to you, and it's especially funny coming from me, where I look at Vanity Project and I'm like, why do I think all three of you are from Utah?
Yeah. No, I could definitely see it. When you said that, I was like, yeah, I need to double check though. But no, Brad Baylor's from Connecticut, Ricky Smokes is from Massachusetts, and Jackson Drake is from North Carolina. What? What? I would have for sure thought he was like New York, Vermont.
Yeah, no. And I say it's funny coming from me because it's like, I'm Mormon. I've met a lot of Utah people.
Yeah. Utah.
Utah.
The place where you went and got a...
I might be confused with one of the Utah boys.
The land of copy and paste.
Yes. Also, the land where he went to go get us cookies and cream milk and thought it was a good idea to fly back with it in his suitcase.
Look, I was trying to do a nice thing.
He was. I got it. I tasted it. I said, oh, no, this shit's definitely spoiled.
I was trying to do a nice thing and decided to be a dumb 20-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was like when you got, it was like, yeah, like right when you got back.
Yeah, it was like within a year.
Man, that shit was fucking hilarious.
It's like, I didn't learn everything in my time gone.
No, you did it. For sure you did it. You still don't know how to eat a sub properly.
Dang.
But
that's gonna be your punishment when it comes up, is just having to sit there in full eye contact.
that would be punishment. That would be punishment for sure. It's like fucking The Clockwork Orange where they're making him watch the violence. And it's just me having to watch you eat a sub. Yeah. But man, that conversation, that whole rant right there was better than this whole match.
Yes. Ben?
Why
So-
are they tag champs?
Yes. Ricky Smokes, you deserve a singles run because you're the only person within Vanity Project who is doing ish.
Mm-hmm.
And the Americanos sold this match. Got 90% of the offense.
Bro,
But cheater's gonna cheat.
people forgot that Bravo is that dude.
Yeah.
Or Tyler Bate is that motherfucker. Because
Yeah.
he picked up two grown men and overhead suplex with a fucking bridge. He is big, strong boy for a fucking reason.
Yep. Pete Dunne out of nowhere, or sorry, Rayo.
Yeah.
Also pulling out a half-court moonsault.
It's like a brother. You gotta let these you gotta let these motherfuckers go
Yep.
out of these gimmicks, but also if you're gonna keep them in these gimmicks, it seems like they're having the time of their lives.
Yep. And they might keep this gimmick because, fun fact, insider reports say that Americano versus Americano is no longer looking like a Mania match. It will be a story concluded in AAA, which probably means they have changed who's keeping the gimmick.
Yes, it should be Ludwig. Let Chad Gable go back to being Chad Gable, god damn it.
Please.
You have another demon on your roster that you're not doing shit with.
Because you're having him speak the worst Spanglish I have ever heard, and that's coming from a white boy who lived in California.
Also, dude, we haven't talked about SmackDown.
We don't need to. We don't.
Yeah, we don't need to. Pat McAfee.
Yeah, but
God damn it.
Vanity Project pick up the win because cheater's gonna cheat.
Yeah, Jackson Drake gets a cheap shot in,
Yeah.
and that allows honestly a pretty good fucking tag finisher. Brad Baylor gets Bravo in for a reverse headlock or a reverse DDT, so basically a neck breaker.
Yep.
And Ricky Smokes does a diving stomp off the top rope, making the reverse DDT go into effect. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Ricky Smokes deserves a singles run. I've said this since he debuted with them. I was like, oh, he's the one that gets it. He's the one that absolutely understands what wrestling is.
Yep. He's also the funny one. He's got the charisma.
Yeah. We later see him in them backstage with Blake Monroe, but we'll get to that little segment after we get to that match.
Yep.
But next,
it's a blood feud that will be settled in a normal rules match.
yes, it is Zarya versus Sol Ruka coming in dead. We did not rate that match. 2.
3.
2.5.
I'll go with that. 2.5.
And that's because
It was carried by the Americanos.
the Americanos carried it, so that's 2, and only half of Vandy Product decided to put their working boots on, so 2.5.
Yeah. But yes, it is Sol Ruka versus Zarya. Probably not the last time, but
I think it's probably the last time. Or on NXT.
yeah. This match was real good, honestly.
It was good. It was, I think, hampered.
By it being a normal match.
Yes.
Yeah.
They could have
You
done so much more.
Yes, you could tell that if it had a no DQ or some form of stipulation that allows them to do more stuff, you could have told. There were a couple spots where I've been like, it would have been cool if she grabbed a chair or kendo stick right now.
Yeah.
It would have been cool if the ref didn't have to count out. It would have been cool if the ref said didn't have to say let go of the hair.
Yeah. It was a lot of Zarya. Zarya was taking over the first half of the match.
Showing that she is the powerhouse, but Sol decided to reteach her that mother effer, I'm death by 1,000 cuts.
She said, motherfucker, I'm Sol Ruka. The hell? What are you gonna do? Who do you think you are? I am! She started fucking going nuts.
Yep.
Speed
She's like,
versus
you winded
power.
yourself.
Yeah, speed versus power was the main thing. You have Booker firmly in the side of Zarya, of course, being like, dude, they were friends. They were friends. What are you talking about? They were friends. And Vic goes, what do you mean?
You
said
say
they
there
were
are no friends in this
He's
business.
like, no, that's not what I'm saying. That's what they're saying. They were friends. You're supposed to have your friends back. And I'm like, yes, Booker. Yes, Booker. Yes. You get it. You understand it.
And then the match continues, and you're like, no!
No! Yeah, man. So, it was like the last 3 minutes of the match.
Yes, so Sol hits a Soul Snatcher on the PLE entrance ramp, which, as you know, for special non-Orlando shows, they have a ramp that goes all the way to one of the ring sides, and they claim it is made of solid steel. It ain't.
Well, so here's how she gets to it, though. And the reason why, because what happened is what happened right before. So, Sol is looking up at Zarya. Zarya has her by the chin. And then she melts because Sol is looking in her eyes. And it's supposed to be this nice, sweet part.
For the lesbians, and she decides, nah, a bunch of Aussie conks.
It's like, why? Zarya, you're pissed at her. You're pissed at, you threw away this relationship because she was selfish. People do not change.
Yeah, so, that might have been after the...
No, because she goes for the Avalanche F5.
Oh, yeah.
Sol goes to the apron.
Yep.
Zarya follows her outside. They're fighting. Yep. Boom.
Takes both of them out, basically. Like, both are gassed.
Yeah.
But they decide basically little gas left, and then a normal Soul Snatcher 1-2 kick out. Zarya eventually hits a spear 1-2 kick out, and
Yeah.
we're like, oh, it's anyone's game now.
Yeah. This levels it back out. Okay, anyone can win
Both
this.
are gassed. Why'd you go to the corner?
Why'd you go into the fucking corner, Soul Snatcher?
1, 2, 3.
Now, mathematically, I'm not out of this.
No. But you
I
are
am down one.
Yes, you are now down 1, while me and Zach get a point for picking Soul. Oh yeah, because at this point, besides the pre-show, no one had gotten a point. Because we all picked Babyface Hodgepodge for the pre-show.
Yeah, and Zach and Trevin picked JC Jane, and I picked Kendall Gray for the
Yes.
NXT.
And we all picked the Americanos for the tag match. Because why?
Why would we pick Vanity Project? Now, Freaky Smokes can defend the belts by himself, yeah,
Yeah.
but he can't. They're tag.
Yeah. He ain't the Big Show.
He's also not Braun Strowman, who won them with an 11-year-old.
Oh, that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a dumb match. And then he had to vacate them because he had school. He says, the life of a superstar I can't work with. I have school in the morning. I said, motherfucker, if you don't get your boots on right the fuck now, march your ass right down to that ring. You got a match in 5 against the Big Show and Mark Henry. Good luck.
Yeah. But yeah. Honestly, to honestly rate this match, I'm gonna give it a 4. Like, it was a solid match. Would I have liked the stipulation? Yes. Was the always are they gonna patch things up spot a little weird? Yes. But
Dumb
it
is
was,
what
but it was still a solid match that showcased why this women's division is one of the highest rated divisions in all of wrestling.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 4 as well. I was thinking 4.5, but I'm gonna give this a 4. It was very good. Actually, I'm gonna retroactively take a point down for the NXT Women's Championship match, because I do remember audibly saying, "Why is there all this fucking standing around?" 4. Because there's plenty of times where it was Lola. Kendall was doing the sunset flip thing, and fucking Lola just stood there, and then was like, "Oh, now I go."
Again, I say, Lola was the worst one in the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4. But so this puts it at 4. Ties with the women's championship match. Yeah. It was decent. It was good.
Yeah. Next up on the card. Oh boy, was this a match. In the good way.
Oh my fucking! I told you, put this man on a fucking card. You're guaranteed to have at least a 4.5 banger.
It is Johnny Takeover, Johnny Wrestling, Mr. He's back home in NXT. It is Johnny Gargano.
Taking on Miles Bourne for the NXT North American Championship. Brother, when I tell you, if you want real fucking graps on this card, go watch this match. It is on YouTube. It is for fucking free. Go watch this match.
5.
5.
This was not the match I thought was gonna be 5, but 5.
Brother, Johnny Gargano can tell a story in the ring. That is his job. He says, "Oh, okay. I need to get this young guy over. Come on. You're going to work tonight, pal. You're putting on your working boots.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, I'm going to make you."
Yeah.
Man, Johnny Gargano elevates everyone in the ring. The best part is when he did the playing dead gimmick
Yep.
into a playing possum. You were like, "No way." I said, "Nah, he's playing possum.
Yeah.
He's playing possum. Watch. He's going to go for something." Whoop. He arm
Arm
dragged him.
drag.
I said, "Okay, Yeah.
Yeah, we
He's
got Prime
fucking
Johnny back.
He is back. Dude, I really thought Johnny was getting it because he kicked out of the Born Again. And I said,
Yep.
he doesn't have another finisher.
Yep, and I'm like,
Johnny hit the final beat. He hit the Willow's Belt. He hit the,
he had 2 more finishers to go.
yeah, he hit the super kick. He hit the fucking slingshot spear. I was like, yeah, no. These are his greatest hits. He still has the Gargano escape.
Yep, which he hit the very next sequence.
Yeah, and then Miles Bourne does pick up the win. I will give it to him. That slingshot, Born Again, that should be your finisher.
Yep.
That should be your finisher. Not the standard one. I like the zigzag, but
Yes.
the slingshot gives it so much more.
Yep. The momentum of it being slingshotted, brother, that looks like it hurt.
Yep.
Both of you.
He hits the slingshot.
Picks him up for normal one for extra measure.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 5-star. Match of the fucking night.
Yep. Johnny is walking up the ramp with Candace, gives him a nod like, yeah, no, you got me, you good. There's a reason you're champ. And Miles basically bows him, gives him his flowers.
Bah! Chair from Dion Lennox. No Dark State,
Just Dion.
Dion Lennox. And we see the fallout of that in the very next segment. So a
Yep.
rare thing we do. We never do this. Because
No.
they never do this on PLEs. We get a backstage segment.
Yep, where, Cutler's back, by the way, the white boy's back.
They used to do this in the past. I'm not saying they've never done it, but it's
Yeah.
very rare now.
Yeah, so Cutler and Osiris are clapping Dion on, and Saquon's just like,
Bruh, we did not fly out here to watch you get on the show. You did not run this through any of us. You did not talk to us about it.
yep, and he's basically explaining like, we've been on a losing streak, we ain't got gold around us, and now you acting like you the boss man when we made this group to be equals and get everyone equal opportunity.
And I can see where they're both coming from. Yes, Dion, you had a chance at the NXT Championship, did not go your way. Okay, that sucks. Also, we forgot to say it. So mathematically, with the last match,
Yeah.
mathematically, I lose.
Yes, mathematically, you are last place, and it is not this match that confirms it. But mathematically, Caleb loses the title, so it is between. So he got a last place tally. If you can zoom in and enhance on our board, you got spoiled for it. But mathematically, we will have a new champion by the end of the card. And by end of the card, I mean end of the card. The main event, it was the deciding factor.
Yes. So, Saquon and Dion basically come to an agreement. Dion says, look, we're going to show everyone why we are Dark State. And show
Tuesday.
everyone
Yeah.
on Tuesday. And Saquon also says, like, look, you're taking all these opportunities. And he didn't imply it, but I read it as, you have these opportunities. I haven't had these opportunities. Cutler hasn't had these opportunities. Osiris hasn't had these opportunities.
Mind sharing some stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a little early in this group to be teasing a breakup.
I
I
mean,
think it's a little early.
funnily enough, I think this is cresting their 1-year anniversary, actually.
I think it's a little early.
Really?
Yeah. I think you can do this gimmick well. They still have not had all the gold. Ultimately, if I am a booker, and my goal is I need a dominant heel faction, they're going to hold all the gold.
Sometimes not all at the same time, but
Yeah.
at least showcase this group is deadly.
Oh, you don't even have to have no. They have to hold them at the same time, but not in the way that you're thinking.
Mm.
So let's say, for example, in my world, this is how I would have it. Dion gets the NXT title. Saquon is walking in with the North American Championship, and let's say Griffin and Cutler are facing off for the belts. So you have Saquon retain his title earlier in the night. You have Dion in the main event. and then you have the tag team in the middle.
Oh.
So Osiris and Cutler win it. So then they all walk in as champions into the main event. And then you have Dion lose. So they don't all have to hold it at the same time going into a card, but if you have that thing of they all held gold at one time. Or you can also walk out of that with Dion winning, and then you have Dion lose at the next one, or Saquon lose at the next one, or Osiris and Cutler lose at the next one.
Yeah.
It's just that if you're going to have this dominant heel faction, they should all hold gold.
Yeah.
It's what made Undisputed Era so good, other than the fact that they were just genuinely fucking generational in the ring.
It's
And on the mic.
It's what made Judgment Day the Monday Night Menai.
Yes. And I'm not saying they also have to hold these belts and hold them hostage. No. The best part about having a dominant heel faction is having that baby face or baby faces that will like divide and conquer.
Mm-hmm.
We've all teamed up. We see that this doesn't work. Time to divide and conquer.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Alrighty. We move from one banner to the next.
next banger. I think this is also, I'm spoiling it. I think this is also a 5 for me.
Yeah.
We have 2 5-star matches on this card, which is
Surprising.
surprising.
I don't think that's happened since Evolution.
No. It is Tatum Paxley, your women's North American champion. T-Heat time is imminent, taking on Blake Monroe for the women's North American championship. Perfect. Down to the last fucking detail.
I love Tatum's look this match with the one white contact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was so good. Dude, I can't recommend this enough. Go watch this match.
Yeah. No.
The technical wrestling, the striking.
Tatum just showing that she loves playing this character because literally it was she was going for something to the outside and she giggled before hitting it.
My favorite part of the match, and the only thing that made me stand up all night, was Tatum hitting an avalanche suplex, rolling that in to another suplex, and then rolling that into
A sit-down power bomb.
like, brother, who the fuck thinks of that sequence? And who the fuck is crazy enough to go, you know what? Fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like, her and Darby Allin are 2 people that I'm like, if they're crazy enough to do it, they'll fucking do it. Because earlier in the match, literally, within the first 5 minutes, she takes a Hurricane Rana to the fucking ramp.
And starts selling that she has dislocated her left shoulder.
Let me tell you something. You couldn't pay me enough to take that shit. I'm taking it. I'll take it off the top rope into the ring. I'll take it off the top rope through a table to the outside. If I don't have something to break my fall, no, not taking it. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
That will kill me. That will kill me.
Yeah, no.
What did Johnny say? And a little stuff came out.
Yeah. And there was a spot where we both looked at each other and we're like, a little stuff might have come out because she took a
Sunset flip
90-degree sunset flip power bomb
to the outside. Just, oh my god, dude. Fucking insane.
Ugh.
It ends with, so Blake exposes 2 turnbuckles.
Yep.
In the same corner, by the way. So the
Mid and bottom.
mid and bottom, opposite hard cam left.
Yep.
So what would that be? Downstage left? Downstage right.
Yes.
Downstage right.
If we're going by when you're facing hard cam theater directions.
Yes. So downstage right. So there's a little kick. Blake kicks Tatum into like to the floor. Her
Yep.
head bounces off the turnbuckle.
Bottom one, yep.
She gets hit with the beauty shock.
1, 2,
Kick
kick out.
And then nigh immediately, Blake goes for another one. Tatum just says, "Ha, fuck you. We're going on the trip down Cemetery Drive." Boom. 1, 2, 3. And still, your women's NXT North American champion, Tatum Paxley.
Whoa.
We said 5-star. 5-star.
Yeah.
I think this
Like, we just covered the highlights, but there was so much, like, there were so many impacts you could feel and hear where I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
Tatum also is actually speedily climbing to one of the best Pele kicks in the game.
Oh my god. No, she hit that fucking I think they call it in the game the Kippo kick, where and this was coming out of nowhere too. Like, she goes for a pin, kicks out, and immediately rolling front kick right to fucking Blake. I'm like, dude, that is insane. Just out of nowhere, no run up, anything. Just okay, fuck you. Here's my heel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's our main event of the evening. And it is 3 meaty men stabbing me.
And Ricky Saints.
And Ricky Saints. hey, he pulled his part in this match.
Yeah,
I can't lie.
I will give him credit.
Ricky showed up for this match. It
Yeah.
is the men's NXT championship match. It is Joe Hendry, your men's NXT champion, taking on Ricky Saints, taking on Ethan Page, taking on Tony D'Angelo. The Don.
No longer the Don.
No longer the Don. But that man is made of fucking... He's the Don of lifting weights. Let me tell you what.
Dude, he decided no more tank top anymore. And I was like, did you eat the last Tony?
Zach did get here for this match, but he was not paying attention as he was playing modded Minecraft.
Which I want to go do.
No,
Yeah.
that mod list is insane.
Yeah.
He said it took him 15 minutes to download. What the hell?
But yeah, no, this match, despite the build and despite how we got here, was also very good. I ain't gonna hold you to it.
The story of this match is how long can they coexist?
And the answer is 30 seconds.
No, about most of the match. So,
Yeah.
Ethan and Ricky are working together for about 50% of the match. There are times in the beginning of the match where they're bickering.
Yeah, they even go for a double pin to...
Ethan goes, pin now, together.
Yeah.
And 1, 2,
Kick
kick out.
out.
And they're like, what are they going to do? Share the titles? I'm like, does everyone forget about Lay Cool, man? They were co-women's champion.
Yeah, but eventually it does come to an end, but not before Brutality the Sequence.
Also, do you want to note how many times people have used the spear better than Jey Uso on this card?
I believe you numbered 4.
Yeah. Johnny did one that was better. Zaria did one that was better. Ricky did one that was better.
Yeah, which is surprising.
And then Tony D'Angelo did one that was better.
immediately. Yeah, so these 4 men are...
Ricky said, all right, look, here's my spear. Bah, look good. Tony said, cool. Bah! You're speaking my language now. Bah!
Yeah, no, I was like, God!
Man damn near speared Ricky out of his goddamn boots.
Yes, so, Ricky and Ethan now lay out Joe as all 4 men are guests, but now...
Ricky has a chair.
Yeah.
And Ethan goes, you're going to hit me with that chair?
Yeah, no, because they have laid out Joe, so Ricky is exhausted and is like, finish Joe off, and Ethan's like, on the top rope, frog splash, final second turn to frog splash Ricky.
Hey, Ricky. Zach, how would you describe the face?
Of Ricky.
Pure anguish. Pure anguish. You can't see Zach's
like he
face.
did the hamster meme.
Yeah. But yeah, fucking dude, it was beauty. It was
Yes. And eventually Ricky does introduce Charon, is like, well, you gonna hit me with that. Bah!
yeah, and hits him in the gut. So Ethan
Yep.
spills to the outside. And then Ricky goes and follows him. And Ethan just completely no-sells the fact that he got hit with a chair.
In the gut. Yeah.
My
so
goat.
yeah, so they start brawling, and eventually they get on top of what was previous set up is the steel chairs right next to the announce table. Steps. Sorry. Steel
You're good.
steps. right next to the announce table, and Ethan does put Ricky through the announce table banner. Ow. And then it looks like we are going to settle this with the feud of who hits what first. Ego's Edge through the table or Rochambeau.
Spear!
Yeah! Tony double spears both of them through the announce table.
Taking them out of the match.
Yep.
Just like I am out of this race for the title.
Yes. Joe Hendry has recovered enough to invite Tony back into the ring to finish this match. And Tony's like, cool, weave, spear.
Yeah, spear. Joe goes for a he hits a final standing ovation.
Yes.
1-2 kick out. And then Tony says, all right, that's cool. I'm going to hit you with my own chokeslam. Chokeslam, 1, 2, 3, and new NXT Men's Champion. It is Tony D'Angelo, the Don, and our new NXT Predictions Champion, Trevin.
Returning as a double champ.
Yeah, for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because you're losing it at Mania.
We'll
Not that one, but that one.
Yeah, we'll see. Also, post-Mania, I am doing the research to show up with year review statistics of how many times people were double champs, how long they held something, when they held it.
Yeah,
Just to show who is truly the best predictor. Possibly mathematically, but I don't think you had the longest double champ reign.
I think I did.
Maybe. I will double check this
Because I was double champ mainly all summer.
Yeah. But this is also going by PLE shows, which, according to our math, is 15. Because that also includes the senior retirement Saturday night main event.
Yep. I definitely had the longest undefeated streak. That is for damn sure.
Yeah.
But other key moments of this card were there was one scary ass moment with Zarya and Soul, where Soul goes for a suplex over the top rope, and Zarya is basically not hanging in the ropes, but hanging on the ropes by the back of her fucking neck.
Yeah, it turns into a slingshot neck breaker.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Could have legitimately broken the neck. Johnny throws Miles Bourne out of the ring, and then he stands there and he's like, come on, we're just getting started.
Yeah. The Fatal 4-Way, I will rank 4-star in overall card. Also 4-star.
4-star for the main event, and 4-star for the card.
Yeah, it's like, because
you had the 2 hype matches that should have gone on last.
Yeah, and then just the sour grapes in the start.
Yeah. But hey,
Eh,
it happens.
it happens.
It happens. Hopefully, Mania is going to be a better show. It's looking to be a better card.
Yes.
That's for sure. This card on paper was not that great.
No. Yeah, like compared to last year's Stand and Deliver, not the best looking card, but a lot of these matches showed up and showed out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to assume, but they probably heard the online criticism and it was like, all right, everyone put your working boots on. We got to prove these people wrong.
Zach, you have any comments on being so close to winning?
It happens every time.
Every time.
Every time. It's either by a roll-off or by 1 point.
Yep.
Or by a half point sometimes.
Yeah, man. Well, that is it for this. Basically, end of the NXT season.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
leave this year as your NXT champion. It has been a wild one.
Yes.
Because holy, this title got passed around a decent bunch.
Oh, well, yeah, there's only... Well, I think about it. There's the other channel I see that does the prediction championships, Cultaholic. It's only 2 people.
Yeah.
So we've passed this belt around a lot.
Yeah, between the 3 of us, we
Gordon's
have
the
played.
only one to not win the championships, though.
Maybe if he showed up every once in a while.
Watch it happen at Mania.
Brother,
I'd laugh my ass off.
Yeah, that's how Zach became double champ leaving Mania weekend last year, was because he decided to pick El Grande Americano. And we're like, ain't no way. And that was the deciding point.
I called your bluff.
He did call it bluff.
Yeah.
And that's before you taught us poker.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for this episode of review of Stand and Deliver review. Woo! Our second one. Yay!
Yay.
Almost through Mania season, and then the work just doubles for AEW.
We're giving it
We're giving you one PLE cycle.
Yeah, we're giving you that trial season, and we will see how emotionally and schedule-wise we are feeling about it. Because we are people of our word, but dadgum, with what has happened in AEW recently, you're lucky you're getting even that.
Chris Jericho's back. Chris Jericho's back.
I'm giving WWE until Mania.
Until next Mania or this
No,
Mania?
this Mania.
I don't think it's going to be good at this Mania. I think we're going to be very unhappy with how some matches go.
Possibly.
If Randy doesn't win, what the fuck are we doing?
I feel like you could say that for every SmackDown title. Is
You
if
could have said that for
Yeah.
McIntyre's umpteenth matches that he lost.
No, I am still in agreement that he shouldn't have lost that last match. Cody should have not gotten another match. It was written into a contract. It was not a verbal contract. It was not a verbal agreement. It was not a handshake agreement. It was not a gentleman's agreement. It was a fucking written clause in the contract. In kayfabe, of course. But in the contract that he cannot get another match. So what do you mean he's in the Rumble match? That means if he wins the Rumble, he should automatically have to choose the World Heavyweight Championship.
no, the clause was he had to win one of those to get the rematch. It was a normal rematch clause.
That's still stupid. And that sounds like an addendum they made afterwards. Because I remember it being, he cannot fight for this championship while I hold it.
It's time for an ad break.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over. I am Beltless Caleb. That is our double prediction champion, Trevin. That is main roster and NXT. And behind the camera, as always, is our cameraman and producer, Beltless Zach. Beltless Gang. How's it feel?
By 1 point.
Yes, and by the roll-off point too.
I mean, hey, if we learned from last year, maybe Mania's the card you pop off.
Yeah, we do have to fear a monster walking into Mania, but yeah, we'll be back after these scheduled breaks. Peace.
Bye!